All right, let's get right into it. At a time when, let's be honest, a lot of big box retailers are struggling, Best Buy just pulled a rabbit out of its hat. They totally defied expectations and delivered their best quarter in 3 whole years. So the big question is, how'd they do it? We're going to break down the exact playbook they used to pull off this amazing turnaround. And just to be clear, this isn't some small little win. For a company that's been battling fierce online competition and, constantly changing customer habits, posting its strongest results in years is a massive deal. It really signals that they're fundamentally changing how they do business. It all really boils down to this one number, 1.6%. Now, I know what you're thinking, that doesn't sound like a huge number. But in the world of retail, this figure is everything. It's their comparable sales growth. That's the key metric that tells you if a retailer is healthy or not. And for Best Buy, it's a number they haven't seen in a very, very long time. And there you have it, straight from the top, CEO Corey Berry. She's chalking it all up to a mix of hot new tech, a real focus on the customer experience, and some super smart partnerships. So let's unpack what that actually looks like. First things first, the products. The absolute core of Best Buy's comeback was fueled by good old-fashioned innovation. See, when really exciting new gadgets hit the market, that's when Best Buy's whole model just sings. And boy, did a couple of categories absolutely explode this quarter. The two heroes of this entire story, gaming and computing. And we're not talking about small gains here. These were like powerful engines, bringing tons of excited customers flooding into stores and onto their website, all looking for the latest must-have tech. Okay, the launch of the Nintendo Switch 2 was just a phenomenon. Best Buy went all in on this, hosting midnight opening events with huge lines of people at every single one of their stores. But here's the genius part. It wasn't just about selling the console. The real win was the whole ecosystem around it. Huge growth in games and accessories, and it even lifted up related areas like handheld PC gaming and AR glasses. It was a total grand slam for the whole category. And then you've got computing. This was no one-hit wonder. This was their 6th straight quarter of growth. Just think about that for a second. It was driven by all the new AI features like Copilot Plus and the fact that everyone kind of needs to upgrade from Windows 10. And get this, Best Buy sold more laptops this past quarter than they have in 15 years. 15. So this table kind of gives us the bird's eye view. Over on the left, you've got your clear winners. Gaming and computing are obviously leading the pack with solid backup from mobile phones and wearables. But on the right, you see where the challenges are. Categories like home theater and appliances, which are often tied to how the housing market is doing, well, they saw some declines. It really shows you this was a very specific, innovation-led comeback. Okay, let's move on to the next piece of the puzzle, because this is where it gets really interesting. Best Buy figured out that it couldn't just be a warehouse for boxes anymore. It had to become a destination. And they did this by transforming their stores through some, really surprising partnerships. I know what you're thinking. And yes, you absolutely read that correctly. Best Buy is actually piloting IKEA showcases for kitchens and laundry rooms right inside their stores. This is the first time you can get IKEA products from another US retailer. What a wild and honestly brilliant way to use their floor space. Oh, and it doesn't stop there. For that huge Switch 2 launch, they teamed up exclusively with Nintendo to bring game trucks. I'm talking literal trailers where fans could play the new system to their store parking lots. See, this is all about creating an event, an experience you just can't get by clicking buy online. And the scale of this strategy is just incredible. They're working with Meta to build these cool demos for AI glasses, they're beefing up their partnerships with carriers like Verizon and AT&T, and they're giving brands from TCL to Shark Ninja their own dedicated space to show off their latest stuff. They are literally turning their stores into living showrooms for all the biggest names in tech. Now, even while they're reinventing the physical store, they have not taken their eye off the ball with their digital presence. A full 1/3 of their domestic sales happened online. That's a huge number, and it shows they're definitely a major player in e-commerce. But here's where it gets really, really clever. So here's the kicker. Almost half of all those online orders were picked up by customers who came into a physical store. This creates this incredibly powerful loop. Their website drives foot traffic to their stores, and their stores make their online business better. This seamless system is a massive competitive advantage that a lot of online-only players just can't match. But look, selling products, whether it's online or in-store, is only one part of the new game plan.
Best Buy is now building totally new ways to make money that play to their biggest strengths, their trusted brand name and all the customer traffic they get.
First up is the brand new Best Buy Marketplace. Basically, this lets other companies sell their products directly on bestbuy.com. This is a game changer because it lets them offer a way wider variety of stuff without having to actually buy and store all that inventory themselves. And the impact? It's been immediate and dramatic. With the launch of this marketplace, Best Buy instantly increased the number of products available on its website by 6 times. 6. All of a sudden, you can find everything from custom gaming controllers to high-end cookware. Their online catalog just exploded overnight. And the second thing they're doing is turning all that traffic into cash through Best Buy ads. Just like Amazon and Walmart do, they're letting other brands pay to advertise to the millions of customers who visit their website and stores every single day. It's a really high-margin business that turns their retail operations into a profit machine all on its own. Okay, so we've established the comeback is very real, but the story isn't over yet. Best Buy is still staring down some pretty significant challenges that could threaten all this new momentum they've built up. It's really a balancing act for them right now. On one side, you have the headwinds. Things like potential tariffs that can make everything more expensive, that ongoing weakness in home categories, and the fact that customers are really focused on finding a deal right now. But on the other side, the tailwinds are strong. A great back-to-school season, more cool tech innovation coming down the pipe, and of course those brand new revenue streams from the marketplace and ads. But even with those challenges, the company's leadership sounds pretty optimistic. Their CFO, Matt Balunas, went on the record saying they're confident they're going to hit the high end of their sales forecast for the year. That's a pretty strong signal they believe this positive momentum is here to stay. Which of course brings us right back to the million-dollar question. They've clearly found a formula that's working, right? It's built on innovation, experiences, and these new business models. But in the incredibly fast-changing world of retail, can they keep executing and stay ahead of what's next? And let's just zoom out for one final thought. What Best Buy has done here, blending the physical and digital worlds, turning their stores into destinations, creating totally new ways to make a profit, this might be more than just a comeback story for one company. The real question is, are we looking at the new essential playbook for any big retailer that hopes to survive and even thrive in the years ahead?